Okay, well, good morning, church. Hope you enjoyed the service so far, and I love the singing as always. So today, let us begin with one scripture, shall we? John chapter 8, verse 31 and 32. To the Jews who had believed in him, Jesus said, "If you hold on to my teaching, you are really my disciples. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free."
Let's go.
Okay, well, so what are you holding on today if you're not holding on to Jesus' teaching? Perhaps maybe it's some clothings. Maybe some clothing, maybe perhaps you want to get prepared just to wear for once, just to amaze someone. Maybe it's like those shopping bags. You're wanting to be eco-friendly, but you always forget to bring one to the supermarket. You're just going to buy another one. Maybe some pretty packages. You open up one and say, "Oh, the package is so pretty. I want to save it to wrap it as a gift box for the next person," perhaps. Maybe some tags. I know sometimes I would save up tags for my new clothes, new bags, because I always think that, hey, if something happens to this thing, I can go back and return it. Right? Maybe your half-functioning whitewares. For example, I remember one time, I think we were just started dating, me and Sarah, and we were helping to clean up someone's house. And there was like a broken toaster. Not broken, but very, very dirty toaster. You can even find like, those black and mysterious content underneath that toaster. Right? And my first reaction was just to throw it away. But she got so angry at me, but like, so what are you doing? Like, how could you just throw it away? You're wasting it. We could just clean it. Well, perhaps like, maybe it's even your half-working earbuds. Yeah. I know I have a pair. The left side sometimes is just going on and off. And somehow when I speak to it, now I have to speak to my phone instead of just the earbuds. Maybe the expired food, my fridge is full of it. I have a habit that I know it's just something to me. It's like it irks me to eat overnight food. I sound very privileged, but so my wife will always pack up the food that I've left over, but I never touch them. So to my shame, like Melissa opened my fridge like a few days ago, and then she said, "Hey, I saw this like a week ago." Or maybe it's your octopus cards. Sometimes you say, "Oh, I think I lost one, so I'm gonna get another one," and then I found the one that I thought I lost it.
That's true.
And then like I don't know, I'm not from Hong Kong, but I have 4 octopus cards. Of course, it is accumulated throughout the years. Okay, been coming to Hong Kong, and but perhaps maybe it's just like Alfred holding this plate for for some reason. But these are the tangible things. All right, let's look at the intangibles. Maybe it's relationships. Sometimes even a relationship get to so abusive, but people still struggle to let go. Fears and worries, past traumas, negative thought patterns, or any form of self-doubt or self-talk, like self-negative talks, or your habits. It just comes out of nowhere without people reminding you. You don't even know you're doing it. Unrealistic expectations. Even fantasies, right? I had lots of fantasies growing up. I even had a fantasy of taking over the world. I have a fantasy of like abolishing all the military in the world and then establishing my own military to rule over the world. Being an Air Force pilot and even a garbage truck driver. Many great dreams, okay? Great dreams. These are great dreams. And I would even entertain myself with all these fantasies by just lying in my bed for 2 hours. Well, that was a teenage me, but is that you today?
Come on.
Or shall we call all of these things sin? Because in James 1, it says, "But each person is tempted when they dragged away by their own evil desire and taste. Then after desire has conceived, it gives birth to sin. And sin, when it is fully grown, it gives birth to death.
Preach, bro.
So when we're not dealing with these intangible thoughts, they will become tangible.
Come on.
Okay, and so what if, you're holding on to so many things, tangible, intangible, when you know that everything will be swept away in the end?
Come on.
Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 2. I will sweep away everything from the face of the earth, declares the Lord. Again, we're not going to talk about typhoon. Okay? So, what has the typhoon swept away from your house recently? Okay? And I know that because I live on the first floor, I have a balcony, huge balcony. And it's like right now, because it's so hot that I really use it outside, but now it's being basically used to catch people's stuff from upstairs. Like Alvin may perhaps he gets to see the sunlight when he wakes up, but if I wake up, I have to see what's on my balcony. Oh yeah, like it seems like maybe I'll have some free stuff like free box or like, and you can see there's a free mop. I got a free mop. Yeah. Imagine I was standing there. And thanks to Helene, when that Friday she came over as to our Bible talk, she already cleaned up a lot in the balcony. There was supposed to be way more stuff on there. Okay. So what are you afraid of losing the most today?
Come on.
Luke 9:24. For whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life will save it. Oh, whoever will loses their life for Jesus will save it. So what if you're going to lose your life today? What will happen afterwards? Let's go to point number 1. Let go of the deceits.
Come on, bro.
Preach, bro.
We're going to let go lots of deceits in our life. Okay? As you can see in this photograph, I don't know if you have seen this cartoon show.
Yeah.
It's called Cyanide and Happiness. So don't go watch it, okay? It's a bit worldly, but I'm just taking the concept to make it to serve God, okay? So here, as you can see, a bunch of guys, they're hanging off the cliff, and they're at the risk of falling, all right? And sometimes it's the same thing. We need to learn how to assess the deceits through a third-person view, which is like this photo right now. So we got to see how many burdens are carrying us when we are crying for help in life. So one, we can see all of it. Second, we will soon realize some of the things that we hold on to are just ridiculous. Right. But look at this photo. We got a piano there. We got a bunch of families, and not just that, we have a panda in the end. All right? And so that leads to the deceit of sentimentality. Right. Matthew 18, verse 9. If your eye causes you to stumble, gouge it out and throw it away. It is better for you to enter life with one eye than to have two eyes to be thrown into the fire of hell. Okay, so you have such a great sentimentality for that you're not willing to cut off in your life. That's risking your salvation. That's risking the well-being of your life today. And just an analogy, this scene, it's all about the first guy wanted to cut the rope because he wants to live. And then the second guy saying, you cannot do that. I'm your brother. And then Pastor, give me the knife. I will cut the next person after me. And the next person says, no, I'm your grandma. No, the next person, no, I'm your pianist. No, that's my piano. And then no, that's a panda in the end. That's the panda's about to be extinct. But in the end, all of them fell. So, being sentimental is not being a good friend. Being sentimental is not being a good friend. You are not confronting people's issue. You're not dealing with people's issue. Your friend's issue has never been your responsibility. Then what kind of friend are you?
Right, come on.
Number 2, the deceit of hypocrisy. Matthew 7 verse 4. How can you say to your brother, let me take the speck out of your eye, when all the time there's a plank in your own eye? So, we should always check the mirror at least 3 times a day. Right? The first thing, of course, check your look. Alright? Don't get out with a messy hair, with a saliva mark on your face. Alright? Well, the second time is when you read your Bible. You're going to see who you are deep down in there. And then the third, when you see someone sinning, is your first reaction going to judge? Or are you going to take the opportunity to see, oh, am I doing this? Right. Or what am I doing today that I'm not worthy to call this person out? So, when we're being hypocrites, we're blinded to accept where we are at today. And the same thing, well, there's one time that I almost called police on my mom because I could not find her. Because I'm overseas and then she's in New Zealand, and then so one day I just could not reach out to her for multiple days. And then people around me and they suggest me, hey, I think you should call the police. And I almost did, but before I did that, I contacted one of her close friends that I know that she has. And then she picked up and then she told me, oh, she actually just went on a trip by not taking her phone with her. So she decided to go on a trip of like digital detox. But she didn't tell me. And of course I was like thinking like, man, what happened to my mom? And then I told this to my dad. And my dad said, well, did you know that sometimes I reach out to you, you don't respond to me as well? Well, there you go. That's hypocrisy. All right. Well, and the next one is deceit of flattery. And I'm so thankful for my dad that he never flatters me. Okay. Proverbs 37 verse 6. Wounds from a friend can be trusted, but an enemy multiplies kisses. I'm not saying my wife is my enemy, okay? But flattery creates factions. It creates idolatry, even. So if you're not idolizing someone, you're not going to flatter someone, naturally. So, for example, like, are you only willing to spend time with a few people? Are you not bothered to get to know everyone? You trust me, if you do that, you will be disappointed with people that you assume that you like or you want to pursue after. Because there's a saying called, don't get too close to your idols. Right? So, you're just selfish and dishonest. You are bad company. Because people pleasing, let me tell you what happens like when you people please. Okay? So I once wanted to please my cohorts at the student council when I was like studying. And then I told them I can produce a flyer for a conference within a night. And knowing that I did not have that much expertise, in Photoshop. And also I had another exam the next day, which I barely studied. But I just want acknowledgement. I just want these praises, and I also want them to feel good to be around me. And I failed both miserably. At the end, I had to call out someone, hey, can you please really help me on this flyer? I had to study. And then I failed my exam, and I couldn't even deliver the flyer. But like the flyer was made, but it's by another person. Okay. So we're gonna speak to ourselves 3 times when we say yes to people. Before we say yes to someone, we need to differentiate being good-hearted versus flattering. Okay. Pleasing others will only get ourselves deceived. And the deceit of mediocrity.
Come on.
Revelation chapter 3 verse 16, this is a classic. So because you are lukewarm, neither hot or cold, I'm about to spit you out of my mouth. So, mediocrity. What can we think of? Being an idol. Right? Just sitting there doing nothing. Praising vanity. Saying, I want this, I want that, I want to achieve this. I want to do that tomorrow. There's always a tomorrow. Like a today is always a tomorrow. Tomorrow is always a today. Okay? And so, but we got to realize that greatness starts from the tiny things you do every single day. True. And are we still living by sight, not by faith? I know that many of us that when we don't see things happening on the surface, we start thinking that, oh, maybe perhaps I'm on the wrong path. I believe in the wrong gospel. I mean, the doctrine is not correct. but you have no idea what's happening in the background. Okay? And so, for example, even in job hunting, there's a famous saying from where I came from. Okay, I came from Auckland, New Zealand, and there was like church. I was baptized there. We always tell each other that when you do not have a full-time job, your full-time job is to get a job. Right? So the first time when I went on job hunting, I was only applying for 10 jobs a day. Right? And then I told my dad that. And my dad saying that, okay, he actually rebuked me saying, I was just job browsing, window shopping. You are not hunting. You say you want a job, you don't want it. Like how many interviews did you get so far? Right, and of course we don't. There's answers within the silence. Okay, and then I began to think. Right, a hunter would definitely be starving if he does not have prey. When he hunts nothing. So I voluntarily cut off from my dad financially. Right, and then went on to apply for 50 jobs. 70 the next day. I got my first volunteer position just getting over 100 applications. Remember, volunteer, right? I took it because even though there's no money, experience at least, right? Well, that is 100 customized CVs and cover letters. And I did not even get my first paid job before going over 200 submissions, both online and in person. Well, I'm not saying about the quantity it really has to go over that like with such a large number, but with this a large number, amount of numbers that I did, the quantity, I get to choose which companies to go at the end. I no longer have to be fearful that I might mess up or lose one interview. So, mediocrity. When you do not work hard on the small things, when you do not treat small things seriously, how can you be trusted with greater things? Same thing at work. Once you get a job, when your boss sees you, it's a simple task. You just like, have you done it yet? And it's like, no, I will do it tomorrow. I was like, bro, like I thought you want a promotion, right? And it's very easy for us at the same time that when we get something that we have wanted, we start being comfortable. And there's a Chinese idiom, right? 飯飽思淫欲. Yes, it means thank you. Not even the Hong Kongers reacted to this. Yeah. It basically means when the belly is full, you start thinking about the mates. It's referring to the rich people back in the days because there are lots of maids. They suddenly think not thinking about their wife, but it's like thinking about there's something more that I can do. Well, I invite you to join us on June 26th.
Come on.
It's in our career workshop. It's entitled "The Solution Is Within You." Okay? Even when we get what we want, when we get our wealth that we wish for, we can still live a mediocre life. And this workshop to help us to get out of that.
Come on.
And the seed of self-determination. Genesis chapter 3 verse 6. When the woman saw that the fruit of the tree was so good for food and pleasing to the eye, and also desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some and ate it. She also gave it some to her husband who was with her, and they ate it together. Okay, let's talk about Adam and Eve right here. Well, first of all, as we go on social media, especially, I don't know if all the guys on your social media, they are like a trend about being an alpha. Go to an empty island in Bali and then just focus on trading. I don't know why they link trading with being an alpha, but anyway. And then just like getting a six-pack and no women, no distractions. Okay, or even like there's some Andrew Tate like expressing his opinions on our social media.
Oh my.
Well, and all of these concepts in the world right now, it's about teaching men how to be self-centered.
Right, come on.
But not to be a leader.
Oh.
But as we can see in the story, when the man is not leading, that woman will get deceived.
Come on.
And that's the beginning of the fall of the humanity.
Come on, bro.
And we kind of start become critical, start having our own philosophy. When we start, even at church, we can start even like advising people with our life experience purely out of our own thoughts.
Right, come on.
That's so dangerous.
Right,
Well, we have been taught about that for our whole entire life.
right.
Where did those philosophies got us?
Come on.
Yeah, to the point of repentance.
Right.
Right? So, and we can even become rash, arrogance,
Yes.
showing contempt towards advice. Not stop being a shepherd to one another. And you have no idea that what you're getting into without seeking much advice, to be honest. When behaving like this on another person, we will only have critical eyes, but missing a healing heart. And I'm going to tell you that how in love I was with Sarah from the beginning, even before dating. Okay, I'm sure she was as well. I'm pretty sure. Look at the self-esteem. We will naturally walk into a diner, right, by just simply evangelizing together and walking together. It was not on purpose, right? And like we would spend a lot of time together alone, which is not a good example, okay? But unintentionally, okay? But everybody could tell there's something between us, definitely. However, the cuteness is one thing, right? But we were rebuked for not being a shepherd for other people, because we just go by what we think we should do, go by what we feel, without seeking advice, without confessing what's deep in our heart during discipling times. And I even got annoyed at the beginning with those rebukes. It's like nothing's gonna happen. Like I can handle this. And it's like, well, it did, and until it did cause another younger brother to go pursue his interests intensely, creating opportunity to spend time alone on purpose. It almost led to impurity. Then I realized how terrible my decision was. It was just all for myself. I decided everything for myself, but I never look at the people around me. And the deceit of being convenient, right? It's so convenient by just looking at yourself, right? 1 Kings chapter 12, verse 28 to 30. After seeking advice, well, finally someone is seeking advice here. Well, but the king made 2 golden calves. He said to the people, "It is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem. Here are your gods, Israel, who brought you up out of Egypt." One he set up in Bethel and the other one in Dan. And this thing became a sin. The people came to worship the one at Bethel and went as far as Dan to worship the other. So basically going to church is a convenient thing. It's like, no, I don't think I should go to that church even though they preach the gospel and tell people to follow it. I will just go to the one next to my house because I'm tired. Well, what can those things do to us spiritually and mentally? Well, we will lose our integrity and our character. We no longer want to work hard. When there's like hard work, it is too hard for me. I'm discerning. I don't even know what's right and wrong anymore. But remember, in the Bible, I don't remember there's a Bible saying there's a 7-Eleven in heaven. Okay? Well, the Bible tells us that we're going to work out salvation with fear and trembling. That's what I read from the Bible. Well, are we still conveniently just ignore our time with God? So I got used to the convenience in China, for example. And then when I got back to New Zealand, well, definitely it just, the contrast of like, let's say WeChat Pay and stuff like that, it's just way behind of there. So, and when I first arrived there, I was always tempted to order Uber. Because like, even for a short distance, like I just feel like, because in China, you know, you get a metro, the metro system is everywhere. It's just like Hong Kong. Right, like, and every single train is like about 2 or 3 minutes in between. It's so convenient, but being there, I just cannot accept the new habits of walking anymore. And then it bankrupted me in the first year of university. And great, I got diamond membership on Uber. Alright, here comes the deceit of wealth. Okay, Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 10. Whoever loves money never has enough. Whoever loves wealth is never satisfied with their income. This too is meaningless. Well, as what the richest man in the world once said, price is what you pay, value is what you get. So money, ever since it's been digitalized, I'm not sure if you realize, the worth of currencies are basically imaginative. It is determined by brandings. So even a countries want to boost their own currency, they're selling what the country stands for. That's why people showing kindness to Zelensky, to Ukraine, to these whoever the social media sympathizes, they side with them. Right? But one thing that we must not let wealth to do to us is our confidence. As remember, right? The value of currencies right now is what people decide, what the marketers decide. So you got to decide your worth. Is your worth coming from God, or is your worth coming from currencies, which is decided by someone else, not you? When your confidence comes from God, you will see every single opportunity as to learn and to appreciate. Quit the narratives of saying that that's that guy's money, that person's rich, or that's fancy. Well, I mean, go learn about it, right? That's an opportunity to expand your network, to convert a millionaire. You got to get into what they do and what they can get, and this is and the major deceit of wealth, as the Bible says, it never ends. When your life is all about it. There's another a pun in Cantonese. It's called 勞力是無止境. It comes from a song, but it's been turned into the brand of the watch, Rolex. So it means basically you get one Rolex, it will never be the last one. I got many friends of mine always tell me that I will turn to God when I earn enough money. I asked them, when you cannot give even a dime right now, why would you give up millions and billions you're going to earn in the future without God? That's stupid to me as a human. But all in all, the Bible is your beauty standard. You got to measure your life and everything that you do and how to view yourself with the Bible. Romans 7:15 to 17. I do not understand what I do, for what I want to do, I do not do, but what I hate, I do. And if I do what I do not want to do, I agree that the law is good. As it is no longer I myself who do it, but it's sin living in me. So we're so blessed to have the Bible to understand what to do every single day. Here's a challenge for point number 1. Get with a Christian today and study out what you're being deceived by right now. Point number 2. We're going to let go of our deceit, but we're going to hold on to Jesus. Okay, let's quickly go through the Beatitudes by Jesus. Matthew 5, verse 3. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. It's telling us even the worst of the worst in human eyes can be good. And so what we are poor in spirit? When we are not being spiritual, that means we have room to grow. For example, men are insensitive. Well, but it's actually a good thing. When you think about it, when a brother or a boyfriend or husband struggles to comfort you, that means he barely or never interacted with other women. So they can easily to comfort you the safe and correct way from God. And also we're going to learn to cast our negative thoughts to God. Matthew 5, verse 4. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Don't resent, don't retaliate, don't vent to people when you in your misfortune. It is terrible for anyone to be in any misfortune situation, but we got to go to God first.
Come on.
When we go to people, we don't want other people to mourn as well, right? Or we're going to bring the mourning, like we're going to bring the solution to the table. Let's talk about it. How can I solve this?
Let's go.
So do not ask someone what is in their hearts when they seem off. Tell them to pray first. So for example, sometimes my wife, out of a good heart, to ask me what's in my heart when I look off. And what came out of my mouth was always amateur. And then that's why sometimes she learns. It's like, do you want to go pray first? But here's what I need to learn. I need to learn how to control myself. What self-control is the true power. Matthew 5 verse 5. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. So all swords come with a sheath, right? So in the philosophy of like the way of the sword is about concealing it, not waving it around. So we got to learn how to be submissive and have patience. And as being submissive is not a weakness. It is a key to powers. Imagine when you're being submissive, how much you can learn from people. How much of like these great people are willing to teach you. So interaction, recently I have interaction with my mentor Joe. And it's all about me using the free venue from another church. So there's a lots of things I need to consider, but in my heart it's just like, man, it's been slowing me down. I want to get it done immediately. But when I look deeper into what he's been asking me, I realize one thing. It's like, if he did not ask me these questions, so many things could have gone wrong. And I chose to submit and answer his questions one by one.
Come on.
And Matthew 5 verse 6, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. So sin's going to leave you craving for more, but righteousness is going to keep you fulfilled. So you got to be, when you see sins coming right in front of you, you got to react quick with the determination of a Spartan. You know what a Spartan do?
Fight.
They kick the person into the well. Okay, you're gonna do that to sin. All right, and also when you crave for righteousness, it sets you apart from competitions. And in Hong Kong, it's all about competition.
Right, come on.
Okay, well, though I have heard some criticisms, outside the world against the brothers in the church, but which I must acknowledge, and that is what we need to grow in. Hold on. But that is something that we have and they don't. That at least we commit ourselves to what is right. That we're willing to be exposed and learn from it. At least we can call ourselves men because we know what to choose. And we're going to let others know that they can be hopeful as well, no matter how worse the situation is. Matthew chapter 5 verse 7, blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. We're going to embrace this concept of mercy. And I know that as a Cantonese myself, mercy is a very strange thing to my life, to my language. In my culture, it's all about condemnation. Even the jokes we make is about making fun of each other in a ruthless way.
That's true,
But at the same time, as close friends, even with God, we only get to see the point of turning to Him, of repenting, when we're being shown mercy. We're being shown forgiveness.
Right.
And one of the qualities why I fell in love with Sarah again, that is, it is because that she has the power to make me feel forgiven. I know that, I'm not confusing between being forgiven by God versus that. But because even when I was only dating her, many of my flaws were basically being lifted away. Like, I learned to smile from the bottom of my heart around her. Being funny around her. Being gentle around her. Well, she never judged me or even afraid of me like many, many other sisters did for my flaws. And we always got to come with a good intention. Matthew 5 verse 8. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Because that is how God sees you, purely. We've got to be clear on the why when we do things. Why are we doing what we want to do? Even with this interaction with my mentor Joe, with these email chains. There's nine emails already. And it really exposed the deep down intention of my heart. Why I'm in such a hurry? Is I just want the venue. I just want the easy way. I don't want to I don't want to at the risk to find another place. You also got to be the peacemaker in any conversations. All right. Matthew 5 verse 9. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. How to become one? In between, amongst of many voices and advice, how can you be a peacemaker? All right. It's basically to seek what's right from what people say.
Yeah.
Then it's very clear for you to make a decision amongst opinions. And your answers no longer people pleasing, but God pleasing. And naturally peace will be maintained. And we're going to suffer for the right purpose. So too many people suffer for the wrong things. Matthew 5 verse 10. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Well, as we all know, we can never please everyone.
Right, come on.
People will tell you how to live your life anyway. And my parents, friends, and even my ex-partners told me how I should live my life, what job I should go to.
Amen.
And I just didn't know what to do anymore. Okay, so I chose to be an idol. And then when I tried to be brave and walked off and to decide something on my own, and then I could not handle the course like storm. And then until the opportunity to become a Christian showed up at my doorstep. I did it without consulting anyone. When I was questioned about my decisions, telling me I can no longer experience this and that, I can no longer do this and that with you, or you no longer support abortion, so I cannot be friends with you. These things matter in the West. I told them, at least I'm sure this is the right thing to do. My world has become so peaceful than ever. Only one life is right, church. And there's only one teaching you need, and that is Jesus Christ. Point number 1, we're going to let go of the deceits. Are you deceived or blessed today? Point number 2, hold on to Jesus if you want to be blessed. To God be all the glory.